What is good, guys? Haas here, and this is another episode of I'm a Yugituber, but this is a continuation to an old one that I did a while back called Them Thuggin' Duelists. Now, if you guys remember that, it was just this weird outing that these guys had, and they settled it with a children's card game, and it's just very sad. You guys should go watch that video. Link will be in the description. But today, I'd like to talk about what happened to me the last time I went to my locals. So it's me and my buddy Gavin. And there's these little kids here. Now, usually when I see little kids who are duelists, I'm always like, I'm super duper nice to them. I remember this one time, I was actually in my, what was it, Star Pack 2014 opening, where this kid asked me for a Shark Drake, and I just gave it to him. Because, you know, these kids, you know, they're just getting into the game. They're young. It's like, it's good to support them, so, you know, they're not brought into like a bad environment to where they just don't like the game anymore. Now, for me, when I met these kids, I planned to be nice, and I was nice. I kept my temper to a minimum, but here's the thing. So, let's get on the story. So, me and my buddy Gavin, we walk into my locals, which is called Super Games, and I'm trading with this guy. This guy's really nice. I'm getting a lot of plant stuff from him. He's getting my old hero stuff, and we're just trading, and these kids come up, and they're just so mean. They're like, hey, do you guys got any trades? Like, annoying us. Like, they be thirsty, and they're like 7. These kids are thirsty, and they're 7 years old. So, they just keep messing with us, like, hey, it's like, you know what, if you don't mind, I would love to trade with you. Just give me 1 second. I'm trading with John right here, and after that, I don't mind trading with you. And the other kid, his name was John, he was like, really like, okay, will you guys, like, please, like, go away for now? And these kids just kept pestering us and pestering us and pestering us. Like, one kid was like, hey, do you have Blackwing cards? And just, kids are kids, I understand that. But when they keep pestering you and pestering and pestering you, sometimes you just snap. So, earlier I bought some packs of Dragons of Legends, so I had a lot of Blackwing holo cards. And usually I just give them to him. But the kid was like, how much do you want for this? How much do you want for this? I was like, dude, give me 20 cents for every single one that you wanted. I was not putting up. These kids were just so annoying. And they were little thugs. They were little white boys just pestering everyone in the entire place for Yu-Gi-Oh cards and for asking them to trade while they're dueling, while other people were trading. It was just, these kids were crazy. They're very, very rude. They're not crazy, they're rude. You should not be rude when you're trading. Kids, remember that. If you're like 7 years old and you're watching this video, and if you are that 7-year-old watching this video, be nice to people, alright? But just seeing like how these kids were like pestering all these other players, it just makes me wonder, it makes me understand why people get so upset when you come up to them and say, hey, you got trades? Hey, you got trades? Y'all got trades? Just all this crazy shenanigans and stuff. And these kids would just not stop pestering me for the entire day. I wanted to go out and eat. No, the kids were like, hey, blah, blah. I didn't even have a deck on me. And so I was talking to this other guy, and we're talking about the current meta. And then my friend, he plays Fables. He's like an old player, and he just loves his Fable deck. And I also have my own Fable deck. And we're just talking about it, and these kids are like, oh, dude, Fables suck, man. They're totally not good in this rotation. I look at him, I was like, what? Like, do you even understand what you're talking about? These kids weren't even around when wind-ups were a thing. I mean, come on. Like, they're like 7 years old. They're like 3 when, or not even 3. They're probably like 4 years old when Fables first came out, and they're actually a really good. And even now, certain Fable decks can be good, like Quasar Turbo is a good one. But still, like, these kids tried to act like they knew what they were talking about, and just seeing those little kids trying to act like the adults who were, you know, playing a children's card game. Yes, I understand that, you know, this is a children's card game, but just seeing those kids, like, trying to fit in and talking crap. These kids were talking crap, which is really rude for them to do. Not only am I 17, 10 years older than them, they're lucky I was a nice guy, because other guys just weren't as nice to them. I mean, heck, by the time I walked out of that, this guy, not going to say what race he was just yelling at him and just being so mean to them. It's like, see, I could have done that to him, but I did not. Just because they were acting like little thugs. They were white, by the way, little white boys. I think I already said that. They're acting like little white boy thugs, pants sagging, everything else, low riders, everything. Just terrible, terrible brought up kids that were just did not know how to hold their tongues. So that's why they are thuggin' little duelists. So, thank you guys for watching this episode of I'm a Yugituber. If you have any suggestions for any other episodes, let me know. I'm up for anything. If you guys want to see any duel video series, let me know. I'm kind of running out of ideas. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hostile.